Continuing our You Decide coverage this morning, we are talking with the two Tulsa mayoral candidates headed now to a runoff. We told you Karen Keith and Monroe Nichols will be back on the ballot in November because neither one received 50% of the vote last night. Joining me live in studio now is Karen Keith. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It's nice to be here first thing in the morning.
Yeah, after a late night, so we appreciate it. Were you surprised by how close the race was?
Well, I think you saw three teams working very hard, and you know it was a third, and everybody kind of surged there at the last, and I was kind of the punching bag from both sides. But we're ready to move forward and be positive and really talk all the great things about Tulsa.
When did you decide you wanted to run for mayor?
Well, you know, it'd been something in the back of my mind forever, and when GT decided he wasn't running, I had a lot of the development community coming to me to say there's some things that need to be fixed, and I think it's something that I'm uniquely positioned to do. And I'm excited about working, you know, with our amazing employees that are at City Hall, but to make a better permitting process so that developers can get affordable housing out of the ground, and that missing middle housing that's so important, because you have to, when you lean into some of our issues with the homeless, that's part of the problem. And so we've got to fix that. Just takes too long, costs too much money. So some of the stuff isn't even affordable anymore. So we're really leaning into that, have an incredible group of individuals who are going to help with ideas and ways for us to fix it.
Would you say that's your top priority, development?
It is my top priority because it leans into the homeless issues, and certainly I know a lot about that. We have a family shelter at Tulsa County. You know, I've worked with the Day Center for the Homeless, the Salvation Army, John 316, all of these groups. I know them all well. I've done the point in time count, so I'm well aware of a lot of the issues. And as a county, we've invested more in that point in time count because we understood there were people not really being counted that were behind the levees. So we've been leaning into that more. And you know, we've got a big announcement for our family shelter, expanding services for health care that we're pretty pumped about. So can you tell us more about that? Do you want to hear more about that at this moment? Well,
yes.
It's about to be released, so first here on Fox. But yeah, Good Samaritan is coming into our facility, and we're really excited that they will bring their services to our population in West Tulsa, where we also have this amazing pharmacy that has been replicated around the world, because we take meds, we recycle the meds and make them available to those who need them and can't afford them.
It is a complex issue. Would you say that that's the biggest challenge that our city is facing?
I think it's hugely important that we address that. But we also have to stay on top of economic development and what is next for this city. And those are things that I also love to work on. I mean, when I went to work for Bill LaFortune, I left broadcast because I was concerned that our downtown was dead. And there was a group of us who went to Oklahoma City. How did you do maps? We talked with Mayor Norrick. And then when I came back and there was an opening with Mayor Bill LaFortune, I begged for the job, I got it, and then I was able to work. And you've seen the transformation in downtown Tulsa, but also in Broken Arrow, also in Jinx and Owasso, everywhere. And that's because we invested in ourselves. So what's the next great thing, you know, for the Tulsa region? And I want to be a part of helping make that happen as well. So those are just things I love, and I think, you know, I'm kind of uniquely positioned in terms of collaboration, bringing everybody together. Certainly with my colleagues at the county, it'll be wonderful to work with them, and with our regional partners, because as chair of INCOG the last 6 years, that's what I do. And so I think it'll just be such a joy to work as mayor for this city. And Mayor Bynum has done a lot of great things, and he's left a good footprint for who comes next.
Why should voters choose you? What makes you different?
So I think I am uniquely positioned because I'm about collaboration. I'm not partisan. You know, I'm not on the left, I'm not on the right. I like to get the work done. And I want to tell you, potholes don't care whether you are a Republican, a Democrat, or independent. We just need to fix those. And I think that's what I bring to the table, is that I know how to bring people together and get the job done.
Karen Keith, thank you again for being here. Again, Karen Keith and Monroe Nichols head to a runoff election that will be held on November 5th.